I go back and forth as I sit here and try to figure out whether or not Nancy Mace is, of course, just painfully stupid, or is she certifiably insane? And I gotta tell you right now, that pendulum is, far more on the side of certifiably insane than just plainly stupid. So here is the latest drama surrounding Nancy Mace. She, of course, is leaving Congress at the end of this year because she chose not to run for re-election for her House seat and instead decided to run for governor of South Carolina, which did not end well for her. She's out of that race. She's not running for re-election in the House, so she is a lame duck. She has nobody left to pander to because the voters have rejected her. Nevertheless, she is now putting forth legislation called the Trans Act. And this legislation would prevent the federal government from spending tax dollars on any research that involves changing the gender of lab animals. And the trans mice part of the Trans Act is, of course, a continuation of dumbass Elon Musk's claim last year that was immediately debunked that the government was spending your tax dollars to make mice transgender. Trump has run with it. He recently came back out with it. Republicans put it on posters. That's going to be their message for the midterms. No trans mice. But it wasn't transgender mice, was it, folks? No, it was transgenic mice, which are mice, of course, that have had their genome altered to test and see how different things affect the DNA. And they do that, they alter their genome to more closely resemble that of human beings so we can see or at least get a better idea of how certain medications, cancer treatments, this is huge in cancer treatments, would affect the human body. It is vital, it is crucial to medical research. But because Elon Musk apparently can't read and didn't know the difference between transgenic and transgender, now we have this. Republicans are running on it for the midterms. Again, they did a press conference like 2 weeks ago. They had it on a poster. And Nancy Mace is introducing the Trans Act. Now, here's the kicker. It's not like people don't know that this has been debunked, because they do. Even on Mace's post on Twitter, which Elon Musk owns, there is a community note explaining once again, like it's not transgender mice, it's transgenic. These people are painfully stupid. But the big question is, why is Nancy Mace even doing this? Like, I don't agree with it, but I get why the Republican Party itself would run on this as a campaign issue, because they think the culture wars are going to save their seats, but it's not. People actually don't care about those, according to the polls. So Nancy Mace isn't running for re-election. So who is she pandering to and why? Right? Like, you got nothing left. There is no possibility of you holding an elected office next year. Like, that's over and done with. That is solidified. That can't happen. So who the frick are you pandering to, Nancy? Or do you genuinely believe it was transgender, not transgenic mice? So again, we go back and forth. Is Nancy Mace painfully stupid, or is she certifiably insane? Well, if we remember her airport meltdown because she showed up late and the security detail wasn't there to walk her to, the TSA line. If we remember the multiple different times she is claimed to have been assaulted, but it turns out it was all on video and it was just a person shaking her hand. And then she wore a sling for like a week afterwards. If I were a betting man, I would put my money on Mace being certifiably insane with a dash of painfully stupid, but definitely more on the insane side, because that is what Nancy Mace has shown us for several years now. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.